is up, guys, and welcome to yet another tier list video. I'm your host, BC King, as always, and today is yet another Pokemon type ranking. This time, we are ranking every Ice-type Pokemon from Gens 1 through 9. It's a bit chilly in here, guys. I wonder why, but anyway, let's go and get started with the Kanto region. Okay, so first up we have Alolan, Sandshrew, and Sandslash. Now, these guys, of course, are a lot better than their OG ground-type forms. I don't think they're quite A tier for me personally, but they're absolutely a B. Like, the Ice and Steel is a pretty good typing for them, and again, they just, like, if you compare their OG forms, like, I don't see how anybody can put those forms over the Alolan forms. These forms are just so much cooler, man. Always. Speaking of, I do love Vulpix and Ninetales, their OG fire forms, but Ice Vulpix and Ninetales, especially Ice Fairy Ninetales, bro, it's over. Like, Vulpix for me is definitely a B. Ninetales might be getting a big jump here. This might be already the first S on this list. The moment I saw Alolan Ninetales for the first time, I'm like, yep, it's on my team, because it's not only Ice type, it's a Fairy type. Such a cool typing. I am obsessed with the Alolan Ninetales. Probably one of my favorite Alolan forms, honestly. Love this form. Alright, moving on. We have Dewgong. I love Dewgong. Dewgong's one of my, like... Dewgong deserves more love. I wouldn't put him above B, personally, but he's definitely a B. Like, he's so cute. Like, look at him. He gets no love. Dewgong! Anywho, Cloyster. Sorry, I'm still reeling from what I just did. Cloyster. I would say Cloyster for me is probably the first A. I love Cloyster. Do you guys remember the Shell Smash Icicle Spear Cloyster from way back in the day? One of the more popular competitive Pokemon from the old days. Still relevant these days, but again, we're not ranking competitive, or we're not using competitive as a means of ranking these. So, even though I do like that method, I'm ranking based on my personal preference, and I do love Cloyster a lot. So definitely an A tier for me. What is that? Mr. Mime Galarian form. I gotta admit, Mr. Mime and we'll get to Mr. Rhyme in a bit, but Mr. Mime Alolan form, I'm not really feeling it. I don't know why. I'd give it a C personally, but I don't know. I might be in the minority here. I kind of prefer OG Mr. Mime. I think I do. I don't hate this Alolan form, but I don't know if it resonates with me all that much, if we're being honest. It's fine, but like, I don't know. Something feels kind of off about it, and I can't put my finger on it. But, I still like it. I just don't know if I love it more than the OG Mr. Mime. But anyway, we have one of the most controversial Pokemon in the history of the series. The one and only Jinx. If you recall, there was a banned episode of the Pokemon anime where Jinx was literally, like, not exposed, but, like, was, portrayed as a very sexual stereotype. And people did not like it. At all. I watched it. I liked it overall, but I can see why it was banned. But we're not going to count that as a factor. That's kind of not really Jinx's fault. But yeah, I would say I'm not a huge fan of Jinx, but I would give it a C. I don't know. It's a cute Pokemon. I wouldn't say sexy, because that's going a bit too far for some people, but yeah, I don't want to trigger the hornies in the audience, sorry. Anyway, moving on. We're done with that talk. Okay, so we have OG Lapras and G-Max Lapras. I've always loved Lapras. That's definitely an S. I would say they're both an S, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Lapras is one of those iconic Pokemon for me. Like, I love it in the main games and Mystery Dungeon and other side games that I've played, so I'm a Lapras stan. Always have been, always will be, so there we go. And then finally we have Articuno. Now, I think I mentioned before that Moltres or Zapdos is probably my favorite of the legendary birds. Articuno is the lowest for me, but I would still rank it at least a B. I don't know. I think I prefer the fire and electric type more than the ice type, personally. Plus, I think Moltres and Zapdos have cooler designs than Articuno has. I will say the Galarian forms, which we'll get to, oh no, they're not on this list, never mind. But the Galarian forms would probably put Articuno maybe above Zapdos in that case. I don't really like Galarian Zapdos that much. But as far as OG forms, gotta be the lowest, but still definitely a B tier. Alright, Kanto is done, so on to Gen 2. Alright, so the Johto region. Up first we have Sneasel, who I think I ranked very recently as far, regarding the Dark type tier list. I don't memorize that, but, I would say it's probably a B. Good coloring. It could be a fast Pokemon too. It's a pretty sneaky and fast Pokemon. Weavile though is another story. We'll get to that in a bit. In a bit here. Looks like. All right, now. Oh, that's a D tier. I am not a big fan of Swinub or Piloswine if I'm being real. I don't know. They kind of turned me off a bit. They're definitely not F tier. I think I know which one's gonna be F tier. If you know, you know. But I don't know. These guys don't really resonate with me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wouldn't call them ugly, but they're not great. But okay, so Delibird, probably an average Pokemon for me. I'd put that as C tier. I do love the whole present gimmick where it can either, like, you know, give you bad presents or good presents, and it can either damage you or heal you. So that's kind of cool. But as far as the design, on the basic side a little bit, so we'll give that a very solid C tier. And I think Smoochum's up last, right? Because Snorunt's Gen 3. So Smoochum, I would probably say a bit too kissy for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably a D. I don't know. Doesn't Smoochum evolve into Jinx eventually, right? I think. Yeah. So I like Jinx, but Smoochum, not so much. A little bit too mwah, mwah for me, if you know what I mean. But alright, Gen 2 is done. On to the Hoenn region. I'm just now noticing that Ice-type doesn't really have a lot compared to the other ones we've ranked, so this might be a shorter video. I don't know. But anyway, Gen 3, so we have Snorunt, Glalie, and other Glalie, or, well, yeah, Mega Glalie. Snorunt for me is probably, along with Smoochum, kind of at a D tier. Designs is kind of not really there for me, and it's kind of a coward Pokemon. I'm not really a fan of the cowardice Pokemon these days, like, Wimpod from Gen 7, but, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Snorunt. Glalie, though, I would say Mega Glalie is probably easily a B, and I would rank OG probably a C. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw Mega Glalie in Oras, I was kind of scared by it. Like, that mouth, though, that fucking mouth is kind of terrifying. If I was eaten by that thing, oh boy. Also, just a good design. I don't know, it's a good Pokemon, so, yeah, Snorunt D tier, OG Glalie C tier, and then Mega Glalie is gonna be a B tier. Alright, now we have Spheal, Walrein, Spheal, Celio, and Walrein. Might be the same deal here, honestly. I would probably say Spheal is a C. Not really a great Pokemon, but I do like it. It's kind of cute, too. Celio, actually, you know what? Ooh. Oh, you know what? No. I'm gonna put Celio at a C tier as well, and then Walrein's probably a B. For me, personally. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep it there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. You know what I will do, though, is I'm gonna move Articuno up to A tier. I think it deserves it. Plus, maybe also these two later, but we'll keep them there for right now. So yeah, Walrein B tier, and then Celio and Spheal are both at C tier. Regice, probably an A tier. I love the ice crystal design. I love the yellow eyes that it's got. It's got a pretty good cry, too. It's like, or something like that. I would say it's not my favorite. Is it my favorite Regimon? No, that'd be Regieleki, I think. I think before that it was probably Regice. Or maybe Registeel, or maybe I don't even remember. It's either Ice or Gigas, probably. I do like Steel as well. But yeah, Regice is A tier. Enough said. And Gen 3's done. On to Gen 4. Alright, we got some good ones in Gen 4 here, so here we go. We got Snover up first. I would say Snover, for me personally, I like the coloring. I love the typing being the first ever ice and grass type. Very cool typing. I don't think I'd go higher than C tier, though. Actually, no, I'd put it at a B tier. And then Abomasnow, honestly, probably A for both. Again, love the typing, love the design. It's a pretty good Pokemon, too, if you have, like, Wood Hammer and other good Ice-type moves. Again, not competitive, might be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But, yeah, I would say that's a good ranking for those guys. Snover, B tier, and then Abomasnow, both forms are at A tier. I agree with that. I'm gonna stick with that. Alright, Weavile is gonna be A tier by default because of Cecil being at B tier. I love Weavile. Good typing, it's Dark and Ice type. It's a pretty fast Pokemon. Good moveset. Yeah, just a great Pokemon to have, so easy A tier for Weavile. Oh, Glaceon. Now, I think my favorite one is probably, what, Umbreon? Yeah, it's Umbreon. I would say Glaceon is probably really up there in terms of my favorite evolution, so I wouldn't give it S, but definitely A. I love the cry it has, I love the design, it's got like little things coming out from its head. And yeah, I love Glaceon. One of my favorite evolutions, I would say. Oh, this one, Mamoswine. So if we ranked Swinub and Piloswine at D, where should Mamoswine go? Should it be C? Do I like it that much? I would say I just barely like it enough to put it in C tier. I don't love it. I do love Dawn's one in the anime. That's a good one, because of the way that they like build their relationship up. To where he's like, you know, he's ignorant at first, and then he becomes like a good partner for her. So, that's cool, I guess. But I wouldn't say I love it still. Probably a C tier. Frostlass, which is, I think the Snorunt the other Snorunt evolution, right? It's Ice and Ghost, that's a pretty cool typing. Love the coloring, love the cry once again. This can be a pretty good Pokemon on your team to have, I would say, based on its moveset and abilities. Because it has, like, what, Snow Cloak? I would probably say... I would say probably B. No, yeah, B. I'm gonna say B. That's my final offer, B. And then I might move some to S real quick. Hold on. Let me move, I might say Articuno's No. Keep that there. Keep that there. I would say probably... You know what? No. I'm gonna stick with that. No, we're good. Frost Rotom. Ooh, okay. Well, my favorite is Wash Rotom. That'd be easy, like A or S. Frost Rotom, though? I don't know. I would probably say B. I love the orange and purple coloring. That's cool. And it's a refrigerator. Also cool. Yeah, I would put it there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I might put one in S tier now that I think about it. And I might move some from A to S. I'm not quite sure yet. Either Articuno or maybe Regice, if I had to be honest with myself. We'll see down the line. But anywho, on to Gen 5. So Gen 5's got a bunch here, so let's go and fly through this. We got Galarian, Darumaka, and Darmanitan. Honestly, if I'm being real, out of every Galarian form that's there, this might be the one that I'm kind of torn between in terms of, like, do I prefer the OG or the new form? Because I do like the original Darumaka and Darmanitan. I really do. If I had to pick one, though, I might go with Ice. But not by a whole lot. So if I had to rank these guys, I'd probably go on the line of, like, maybe B. Yeah, I would agree with that. Because I think I'd rank Darumaka and Darmanitan the same. Maybe both B, or maybe put Darumaka in C tier, but they're both kind of good for me, so I'd put them in B. Vanillite, Vanillish, and Vanillix. Oh man, the ice cream Pokemon. Vanillite's probably going to be a C. I love the concept, but not a great looking Pokemon overall. Vanillish is probably the same deal, probably a C. And then Vanillix is probably a B. Or actually, you know what? No, because I can't put Vanillix in A tier with the rest of them. I just can't. I don't love it enough to put it in A tier, sorry. What I will put in A tier, now that I thought about it, is probably Sandslash and Sandshrew. I gotta be, or actually no. I might put Sandslash in A tier and then keep Sandshrew in B. And then maybe I might put one in A tier later, but anywho, let's move on here. Cubchoo and Beartick. Kind of forgettable for me. Like, I love Gen 5. You guys know this. I love Gen 5 to death. But if I had to be honest with myself, I don't really think of these guys that much. You know, they're kind of just forgettable. I would say Cubchoo's probably a C. No, I would say D. Here's why. I hate the snot. I do. It looks so wrong. I get what they're going for here, but, like, I'm kind of a germaphobe these days, so, I kind of gotta dock points for that. Sorry, Cubchoo. I'll give Beartick a C, though, for sure. Maybe just barely a B, but we'll keep it at C for right now. I do like Beartick's, icicle neck thing it's got going on. That's kind of a cool design. Oh, Cryogonal. This guy's highly underrated, I would say. That's probably a B. Yeah, this guy deserves more love. Like, yes, it's a snowflake, but, like, the inside where it's, like, the beady eyes and whatnot, I like that part of it. And, I like snowflakes, so, you know, I haven't seen snow in, like, 16 years, so, oh well. But yeah, we'll keep it at B for right now. Kyurem, easy A. Easy A. It's Ice Dragon. Come on, you can't beat that combo. Plus the design, perfect. And you know what? Same deal here with Kyurem White and Kyurem Black. Same deal. They're probably A. And speaking of, we're going to S tier for just a second. Hold on. I gotta move some to S tier, I think. You know what? No. I'm moving White and Black Kyurem to S tier, and probably keeping Kyurem in S tier as well. I would say. Yeah, I'm calling it there. There we go. Nice. Because I love Reshiram, I love Zekrom, so you add Kyurem onto it, they're better. So, there you go. I mean, they're probably already S tier, like... Sorry, when we get to the the Dragon type tier list, you guys will probably see what I'm talking about, because I might rank these guys S tier, spoiler alert. But yeah, you add Ice type to it, and Kyurem's design, there you go, they're just even better, so perfect. Alright, Gen 5 is done, so on to Gen 6. I think I mentioned this before, but I apologize for my stuttering because I kind of, you know, struggle with that these days. But anyway, on to the Kalos region. We have Amora and Aurorus. They're both rocking Ice type, right? Pretty good typing. Love that typing. Love the colors. I would say Amora's probably a C, and then Aurorus is probably a B. I do love dinosaurs, but I can't quite see myself putting Aurorus with the A tier mons. I just don't. It's not in the same league, unfortunately, but definitely a B tier. And then Amoris is kind of cute. Also, no F tiers yet, surprisingly. Maybe coming soon? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Bergmite. That's probably a D tier. It is literally just an icicle with legs and eyes. Not really that unique. I'm sorry. It's not that cool looking. Avalugg, I would say, is definitely a C. Nothing too mind-blowing. Avalugg, Hisuian form is probably also a C. I do like the ice and ground typing that it gets when it becomes a Hisuian Avalugg. And I do like that boss fight in Arceus. That's a good one. But as far as design, kind of basic-y. Nothing too mind-blowing. Isn't it kind of a slow Pokemon as well, Avalugg? I'm pretty sure it is being a heavy Pokemon, but I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but, yeah, alright, we're already done with Gen 6, so on to Gen 7. Ladies and gentlemen, we have broken a new record for the amount of Pokemon in a generation for one of these tier lists. The record, I think, was 3 in a recent one. Gen 7 has 1 Ice-type Pokemon, not counting the Galarian forms. It has 1 brand new Ice-type Pokemon, which is Crabominable. This guy is probably an A tier, ice fighting, and it's a crab, and it's cool. And with that, let's go to Gen 8. Oh boy, Generation 8. This might be a very, very mixed bag. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. Mr. Rhyme is probably also in C tier with Mr. Mime Galarian form. I think the concept here is pretty unique with the cane. You got the little face on its belly. But, I don't know, it just doesn't really speak to me, you know? Like, I'm okay with funny Pokemon, but this one just kinda goes the wrong way for me. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I think there are other Pokemon that try to be funny that are better than this guy. But I still like him. Just not quite B or A for me. Definitely not S. Guys, gotta be honest here. That's the first F tier. Its lips are butt cheeks. Its lips are fucking butts. Like, it's the butt cheeks. Like, look, do you see that? Look at it. Look at the mouth. It's a butt cheek. It's a butt. It's a fucking butt. And it's small. And it's not cute looking. It's ugly. I'm sorry. I don't like Snom. It's ugly, man. It's got butt cheek lips. But, Frostmoth, though, is pretty good. That's probably gonna get the jump from from F to B. I love Frostmoth. Great design, good coloring. It is a beautiful looking Pokemon. Probably one of the best moth Pokemon up there with Butterfree. So there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get this guy out of my face. I flippin' hate Ice Cube so much. And here's the thing. I love penguins. I love penguins. If we were just ranking this form, it'd probably be like C or D. But the form it has when you break the ice block is fucking disgusting. I hate the face. I hate that it's so disproportionate with the body. I do not like this guy at all. Easy F tier. Oh my god. Speaking of F tier. Oh my god, the fossil Pokemon. These are by far the worst fossil Pokemon in the history of Pokemon. I have said that before, I will say it again. I hate these guys. F tier. All the way. Throw them out, burn them, put them in the garbage can, never to be seen again. I fucking hate them. Alright, Glastrier I like a lot. That's gonna get probably a B tier. Love this guy. And then we have Calyrex riding Glacier. I would say it's probably an A. Like, concept alone, it is phenomenal looking. Like, I mean, it's already an ice horse. When you add the freaking Calyrex on top of it, like, that's like an easy jump from B to A. So, alright, Gen 8's done. So on to our final generation being the, what is it? The Paldea region. Yeah, sorry. On to Gen 9. Okay, so the Paldea region. We have, Satotl. Don't like him a whole lot, but definitely not F tier. I would say probably a D. Sorry, Satotl fans, I'm just being honest. Satitan, I think I loved him at first, but then I kind of grew to not like him. I don't know why. Just design doesn't really speak to me. Like, his head's kind of too fat, if that makes sense. Like, it's too kind of just there for me and not really, like, something that blows my mind. So, yeah, C for Satitan. Iron Bundle, which is the Paradox Delibird. Not one of my favorite Paradox mons out there. I do like him, but I don't think he's higher than B tier. But, yeah, like Robot Delibird, it's a cool design. I like it, so we'll keep it there. Okay, so we have, Frigibax, Arctibax, and Baxcalibur, right? Is that their names? So, Frigibax is the first evolution. Nothing too mind-blowing, probably just a D for me, if I'm being honest. Arctibax is probably a C, and I'd rank Baxcalibur probably a B. Not one of my favorite, like, dragon evolutions, or, like, dragon Evo lines out there, but, it's an ice-type line, that's kind of cool, I guess, but there are better ice dragons out there. Cough Cough, Kyurem, Cough Cough. Alright, and then finally we have, I think his name is Qin Pao. He's the Tiger Ruin Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I kind of don't like the Ruin Pokemon from Scarlet Violet. Ting Lu and Wo Qian and Chi Yu. Their names are so weird, and their designs are kind of all over the place. This guy's probably my favorite, though, of the 4 Ruin Pokemon, so I'd rank him just barely a B. But overall, I'm not really a big fan of the 4 Ruin Pokemon from Gen 9. They're just kind of okay to me. But, alright, we're done. Dang, I mean, overall, it's a pretty balanced tier list, I would say. Like, not a whole lot in F tier, and then, C and B are kind of balanced overall, and then S and A are kind of as well. So, you know what? Pretty good list, I would say. At least I hope you guys agree as well. So, let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree, and, what would you change? Would you put, you know, Snom in S tier? You're a monster if you do that. Or Ice-Q. Oh my god, please do not put Ice-Q in S tier, please. I will hate you if you do it. It is not a good Pokemon. Don't lie to yourself. It sucks. But, hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and, we'll be doing more of these in the future, of course. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody!